Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. The Monday, June 27th, 2022 regular meeting of the Village Council of Forest Park will come to order. We begin our meeting with the Pledge of Allegiance. If you are able, please rise. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice. Madam Clerk, would you call the roll?
Commissioner Burns,
Here.
Commissioner Maxim,
Here.
Commissioner Nero,
Here.
Commissioner Vogt.
Here.
Mayor Hoskins.
Here. First item is approval of the minutes from the June 13th regular council meeting. Is there a motion on the minutes?
I'll make that motion.
Thank you. It's been moved by Commissioner Maxim. Is there a second?
Nero, second.
It's been seconded by Commissioner Nero. Discussion? If there's no discussion, Madam Clerk.
Aye.
Commissioner Maxim,
Aye.
Commissioner Nero,
Aye.
Commissioner Vogt.
Aye.
Mayor Hoskins.
Aye. Okay, we're at public comment.
No, I do not.
Okay, there's no public comments. Okay, on the department reports, I believe everyone received communications. There's no formal communications tonight, excuse me. Under department reports, I believe everyone received a May 2022 fire department report. Any questions or discussion on the fire report? Okay, if not, we are at bills by resolution. Madam Clerk, whenever you're ready.
Be it resolved by the Council of the Village of Forest Park, Cook County, Illinois, that we dispense with the reading of the individual bills inasmuch as each department head has approved and signed bills in the following aggregate amount for their respective departments. Refunds and allocations, $3,827.67. Public Affairs, $25,302.31. Police Department, $842.06. Accounts and Finance Clerk's Office, $34,859.64. Accounts and Finance Fire Department, $359.72. Department of Health and Safety, $12,417.98. Street Department, $25,873.47. Public Property, $53,223.49. Federal Customs, $9,321.90. Fleet Replacement, $4,580.68. TIF, $14,200.91. VIP, $16,392.41. Water Department, $184,681.91. For a total of $385,884.15.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Commissioners, is there a motion to approve the resolution on the bills?
I'll make that motion.
Thank you. It's been moved by Commissioner Burns. Is there a second?
I'll second.
It's been seconded by Commissioner Maxim. Madam Clerk?
Commissioner Burns,
Aye.
Commissioner Maxim,
Aye.
Commissioner Nero.
Aye.
Commissioner Vogt.
Aye.
Mayor Hoskins.
Aye.
This is resolution R-56-22.
Okay. Moving to new business. First item is an ordinance amending section 3-3-6 of the Village Code to create a Class A liquor license for Madison Park Kitchen. Is there a motion?
I'll make that motion.
Thank you. It's been moved by Commissioner Burns. Is there a second?
I'll second.
It's been seconded by Commissioner Maxim. Discussion? No discussion, Madam Clerk?
Commissioner Burns,
Aye.
Commissioner Maxim,
Aye.
Commissioner Nero.
Aye.
Commissioner Vogt.
Aye.
Mayor Hoskins.
Aye.
This is ordinance O-26-22.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Commissioners, the next item is an ordinance rescinding an ordinance that waived a bid and authorized acceptance of a proposal for Midco Dive and Marine Services for the specialized services required to inspect and remove sediment from 2 underground water reservoirs within the village. Is there a motion to rescind the ordinance?
Nero will make that motion.
Thank you. It's been moved by Commissioner Nero. Is there a second?
No, I'll second.
It's been seconded by Commissioner Vogt. Discussion?
It's a combination of decision and approval.
Okay.
This will offer duration, but we're rescinding the original approval to a different company that wasn't. So we're rescinding
He's keeping it legal,
It's
folks.
a double barrel approval, one rescinding the prior ordinance to a prior award. I forgot the name of the company right now. And they weren't paying prevailing wage, so you're rescinding them as the responsible bidder and you're awarding instead to Midco. So that's what this is, that's what this does.
Thank you for clarifying that, council. Discussion or questions? Madam Clerk?
Commissioner Burns,
Aye.
Commissioner Maxim,
Aye.
Commissioner Nero,
Aye.
Commissioner Vogt,
Aye.
Mayor Hoskins.
Aye.
This is ordinance O-27-22.
Commissioners, next item is an ordinance amending Chapter 3 entitled Trees, Shrubs, and Vegetation of Title 7 entitled Public Ways of the Property, the Municipal Code of the Village of Forest Park. Is there a motion?
I'll make that motion.
Thank you. It's been moved by Commissioner Vogt. Is there a second?
Nero, second.
Thank you. It's been seconded by Commissioner Nero. Discussion? Madam Clerk?
Commissioner Burns,
Aye.
Commissioner Maxim,
Aye.
Commissioner Nero. Commissioner Vogt.
Aye.
Mayor Hoskins.
Aye.
This is ordinance O-28-22.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Commissioners, next item is an ordinance authorizing the purchase of one 2022 Pelican Street Sweeper. Is there a motion?
I'll make the motion.
It's been moved by Commissioner Vogt. Is there a second?
Nero was second.
Been seconded by Commissioner Nero. Discussion. Mr. Vogt.
No, I just wanted to thank everybody for voting to table this and giving us some time to look into the possibility of purchasing electric or hybrid street sweeper and figuring out sort of what opportunities we had and if there were any funding available, alternate funding, because they are more expensive. So Moses and I had looked into some potential funding opportunities and Sal followed up on some leads determining costs and availability locally. But for the most part, there isn't anything locally available in the short term that would fit within our budget. And there aren't any, of course, alternate funding opportunities at this time. But it still has been worth looking into. It's given Director Stella a better idea of what's available and when and what those costs are and who distributes them and provides maintenance locally. And we'll continue to proactively explore green opportunities and weigh their environmental benefits along with financial impacts. And continue to explore other possible funding sources. Perhaps maybe in the near future, we might even see assistance for vehicles like this with our new C4 collaboration. So I appreciate all y'all giving us some time to look into this. And I think unfortunately at this time, the availability of the sweeper and the cost and lack of funding is going to put us here with the purchase of a traditional diesel sweeper.
Thank you, Commissioner Vogt. Any further comment, commissioners? Madam Clerk?
Commissioner Burns,
Aye.
Commissioner Maxim,
Aye.
Commissioner Nero,
Aye.
Commissioner Vogt.
Aye.
Mayor Hoskins.
Aye.
This is ordinance O-29-22.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Commissioners, next item is a resolution adopting the public right-of-ways ADA transition plan for the village. Is there a motion?
I'll make that motion.
Thank you. It's been moved by Commissioner Burns. Is there a second?
I'll second.
It's been seconded by Commissioner Maxam. Discussion?
If I may.
Commissioner Vogt.
I just wanted to thank Administrator Amade for all of his work on this project so far. He's been really proactive about reaching out to the public and trying to solicit feedback on this policy. And I just wanted to sort of commend him on that and acknowledge his hard work on this.
Okay. Madam Clerk?
Commissioner Burns,
Aye.
Commissioner Maxim,
Aye.
Commissioner Nero,
Aye.
Commissioner Vogt.
Aye.
Mayor Hoskins.
Aye.
This is resolution R-57-22.
Commissioners, next item is a motion to approve a request from the Salvation Army to conduct their annual Red Kettle campaign. This would start November 1 of this year through December 24th in Forest Park. Is there a motion?
I'll make the motion.
It's been moved by Commissioner Maxam. Is there a second?
Nero will second.
It's been seconded by Commissioner Nero. Discussion? Madam Clerk?
Commissioner Burns,
Aye.
Commissioner Maxim,
Aye.
Commissioner Nero,
Aye.
Commissioner Vogt.
Aye.
Mayor Hoskins.
Aye. Next item is a motion to approve a banner request by the Historical Society of Forest Park. Is there a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Thank you. It's been moved by Commissioner Vogt. Is there a second?
I'll second.
It's been seconded by Commissioner Maxam. Discussion? There's no discussion. Madam Clerk?
Commissioner Burns,
Aye.
Commissioner Maxim,
Aye.
Commissioner Nero.
Aye.
Commissioner Vogt.
Aye.
Mayor Hoskins.
Aye. Commissioners, we also have a motion to approve a raffle license request by the Historical Society of Forest Park. Is there a motion?
I'll make the motion.
It's been moved by Commissioner Vogt. Is there a second?
I'll second.
It's been seconded by Commissioner Maxam. Discussion? Madam Clerk?
Commissioner Burns,
Aye.
Commissioner Maxim,
Aye.
Commissioner Nero,
Aye.
Commissioner Vogt.
Aye.
Mayor Hoskins.
Aye. Commissioners, next item is a motion to approve a request by the Forest Park Theater Group regarding the use of the Grove for 6 performances during the month of August. Is there a motion?
I'll make the motion.
Thank you. It's been moved by Commissioner Maxim. Is there a second?
I'll second.
It's been seconded by Commissioner Vogt. Discussion? Commissioner Maxim.
I had the honor, I guess, of attending one of their theater productions last year that they did at the Park District. And it was amazing. It wasn't, just, hey, let's go watch a play in the park. It was fantastic professional quality. And I love that we can be bringing this to Forest Park and offering this.
Shakespeare, folks. Madam Clerk?
Commissioner Burns,
Aye.
Commissioner Maxim,
Aye.
Commissioner Nero,
Aye.
Commissioner Vogt.
Aye.
Mayor Hoskins.
Aye. Okay, next up is a motion to approve a request, an entertainment license request by Fior Pizza and Bakery at 7407 Madison. Is there a motion?
I'll make that motion.
It's been moved by Commissioner Burns. Is there a second?
I'll second.
It's been seconded by Commissioner Maxam. Discussion? Madam Clerk?
Commissioner Burns,
Aye.
Commissioner Maxim,
Aye.
Commissioner Nero,
Aye.
Commissioner Vogt.
Aye.
Mayor Hoskins.
Aye. Okay, next we have a proclamation for National Rail Safety Week. Madam Clerk, are you ready to read the proclamation?
I will. Whereas 2,148 rail grade crossing collisions resulted in 658 personal injuries and were responsible for 238 fatalities in the United States during 2021. And whereas 1,151 trespassing incidents have occurred in the United States, resulting in 528 pedestrians being killed and another 623 injured while trespassing on railroad property rights of way during 2021. And whereas educating and informing the public about rail safety, reminding the public that railroad right-of-ways are private property, enhancing public awareness of the dangers associated with highway rail grade crossings, ensuring pedestrians and motorists are looking and listening while near railways and obeying established traffic laws will reduce the number of fatalities and injuries. And whereas the International Association of Chiefs of Police, National Operation Lifesaver, United States Department of Transportation, and all local, state, county, and railroad law enforcement officers, first responders, and railroad corporations commit to partnering together in an effort to educate at a national level all aspects of railroad safety to enforce applicable laws in support of National Rail Safety Week. Therefore, I, Rory Hoskins, Mayor of the Village of Forest Park, Cook County, Illinois, do hereby attest my full support proclaiming September 19th to 25th 2022 National Rail Safety Week. And I encourage all citizens to recognize the importance of rail safety education.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Okay, Commissioners, that concludes our new business this evening. We are at Administrator's Report. Moses.
Alrighty, first I'd like just to kind of move back to the agenda where we approve the additional, the new updated tree guidelines for public trees in town. Just so the public is aware, I encourage you to look at our agenda packet for this evening. There are two documents in the packet in addition to the code amendment that the council approved. The first one is an executive summary of our tree inventory. It's very fascinating that gives a great overview of what our tree assets are in town and all the different varieties that are in town. We're maple dominated. And in conjunction with that is our urban forest management plan. These two items is the grant award that the village received a few months back. The urban forest management plan is going to be a guiding document to allow us to plan for and manage our urban canopy, our urban forest over a 10-year period. What we should strive for, what we should encourage, where we should encourage tree plantings, the types of varieties, so on and so forth. So when you have some time, take a look at those two documents. They're really fascinating. It was a great project and looking forward to improving our tree assets through this guide that we received the final versions of late last week. And this is all in conjunction with the tree grant. So the code amendment was a grant requirement. And it just basically deals with the protection and maintenance of public trees, not private trees. So when you have a chance, please look at that. It's a two great documents. Secondly, I want to thank as mentioned earlier, the Progress Center for offering comments on our ADA transition plan. They did provide comments. I was also invited to a Zoom meeting where I spoke to the membership about it. And I just want to thank them for their participation, their input in the development of this plan. So thank you. Next, I want to thank staff for, all staff that put in efforts to help put on and assist with the two events that took place last week, Pride Fest and German Fest over the weekend. Again, I'm really impressed and proud of our community coming together, taking part in community events, how this community is very proud with the diversity that we have in town and the celebration, the many celebrations that go on during the year. They're just great events. I just want to thank staff and everybody for helping put on, continually just impressing me with everything that goes in town here. I believe that is it, but thank you.
Okay, we are at Commissioners' Reports. Commissioner Burns.
I'd like to echo what Moses said about the Pride Fest, the German Fest, and we had a grand opening of a business that had been open, but they had a grand opening. Unfortunately for me, I was a day early, but I did make it back there the next day at 12 o'clock. So, and I met one of the commissioners there too. So some great events happened over the weekend, and I'm just glad that I could attend. And let's everybody keep up the good work, especially that lady sitting in the back there. I'll tell you what, we had a meeting tonight, a budget meeting, and without her input into this, nobody would know what she was talking about unless she gave us those forms and explained everything line by line. So I think Tish deserves a big hand. And that's it for me.
Thank you, Commissioner Burns. Commissioner Maxon.
I'd like to second what Commissioner Burns said, that Tish is basically the best. Thank you so much for that information. So I learned something new last week. There's a group that's called the Night Ministry, and they work at the Blue Line station, the end of the station here in Forest Park. And they do this once a week and spend several hours administering to people who are experiencing homelessness. And they do this by providing case management, food, hygiene supplies, and winter gear seasonally when needed, which is pretty great. And I didn't know that was happening. But last week I met with Steve Glinke, Director of Public Health and Safety, a representative from the Night Ministry, the Director of Housing Forward, and some other people from her group, Pilar Shaker from the library, and a Loyola doctor who's Director of Loyola Street Medicine, which is also something I didn't know existed. And I think that's really great. And we are putting together a plan to enhance the care already being provided by the Night Ministry. So we're looking at coordinating efforts to bring in a group called Shower Up. And they provide a mobile shower unit and supplies like shower kits, socks, underwear, and basic hygiene and personal care for individuals. The plan is to have Shower Up come the same night that Night Ministry is working. So there can be, coordination between the people that are being served. The village is going to provide a water hookup. Is that correct, Steve? Water hookup? Okay. And, we're still working out the details and we'll provide them as they're available. I just think this is a really amazing opportunity for our village to work with these other highly respected organizations to provide something that a lot of us take for granted to people who are experiencing homelessness. And I'm really excited about this project. Second, the Altenheim Advisory Committee, the members were officially appointed at the last meeting. And we had a brief call today with Courtney Kashima and someone from her office. And I believe the first meeting is going to finally happen in July. I know, Igor, I had told you I was hoping for the end of June, but I was being a little too optimistic. But it's great to be making progress and I'm excited about this process. And then kind of to second what's already been said and not to steal thunder from the mayor. But the Pride event last week was absolutely fantastic. It was the first time something like this had been held. And I think you and Eric Krumrei and Lori Kokinis from the chamber did an awesome job organizing it. And I can just say it was completely like a joyful event. Everybody there was smiling and so happy. And I thought it was fantastic. That's it.
Thank you, Commissioner Maxim. Commissioner Nero.
Yes, sir. So last Thursday, we had another traffic and safety meeting, and I'm going to keep talking about those after the traffic and safety meetings because that's my commitment to those folks on that commission and also the residents. We have a process here in the Village of Forest Park, and that process is when issues are raised by our residents with our sidewalks or blind alleys or streets in poor repair or crosswalks that are problematic, you name it, those types of issues get brought to our attention and the processes they go in front of the commission. They discuss it. I want to thank Chief Gross for providing us a police officer during those meetings. That is very helpful for us when we're talking about and also providing us information on crash reports. It's very helpful for the commission to make decisions, not make decisions, excuse me, make recommendations to the board here so we can then make decisions on behalf of Forest Park. So what's really good is that one of those decisions was made and we finally got some signage up over by Hannah over by the school. So which is really nice. I know that's been an issue for longer than I've been serving on this board. So that's really good. And then lastly, not to keep repeating, but yeah, thanks Tish, you did a great job. Appreciate that. And also I wanted to give a shout out to the folks over at Mr. Beef and Pizza. They had a car show over the weekend, which I thought went wonderfully. Haven't seen that in the Village of Forest Park for a number of years. It was a positive event. It was great for the business. I thought it was great for the community. A lot of folks that live adjacent or on Elgin right behind there said nothing but good things to say about it. So I don't think it would be a terrible idea if we did some more of those. And then lastly, I would like to wish everybody a happy and safe 4th of July, safe 4th of July. And hopefully we'll see y'all back here in a couple of weeks.
Thank you, Commissioner Nero. Commissioner Vogt.
Thank you. Well, one of the problems, and I'm sure this happens to the mayor too, going last or almost last. Sometimes our reports get covered by someone else. So I want to echo what Moses had said about the trees, the attached urban forest management document and the executive summary are really interesting. And these plans in partnership with the updated ordinance are going to be integral to the future health and management of our urban forests. And they're really going to help us in the budgeting process and just making sure that they're a valuable resource now and long into the future. And echoing then everybody else, we had a great meeting with, like you said, Courtney and Kindy today. And thank you so much, Tish, for your hard work. It is very much appreciated. You make it all very palatable. So I appreciate all that hard work.
Thank you, Commissioner Vogt. Okay, on the theme of touting village events, I want to take it back 2 weekends ago and just thank staff for their hard work and making the inaugural Juneteenth parade a success. Public Works did a heck of a job, even extending their work all the way to Proviso East. The community center provided a lot of support, as well as fire and police. And of course, there was participation from the chamber, as well as District 91 and 209 and other local school districts. The event had 7 mayors on one float. We had the mayors of River Forest, Oak Park, Maywood, Bellwood, Broadview, Riverside, and of course, Forest Park. And Congressman Davis joined us as well. So it was a huge success. Groovin' in the Grove was last Tuesday night. We had our first Groovin' in the Grove of the season. It was an extremely warm night. And I think we had upwards of maybe 140 or so there. So that was positive, and people enjoyed hearing the band Soda. In terms of the Pride event, the work and the credit goes primarily to Eric Crumry, the owner of Play It Again Sports. He actually called up the village and asked if he could, if we were doing something, number one. And when I told him that we were fielding inquiries from volunteers and people who had an interest, Eric offered to take the lead, and he did a heck of a job. And he sold out of t-shirts, so the village didn't have to buy the surplus t-shirts. That would have been our only significant cost there. The Mr. Beef ribbon cutting was awesome. The new pastor of Forest Park Baptist Church was there with his young family. And when I mentioned that the owners of Mr. Beef asked if they could, do the car show again, Pastor Hine offered to either lend them his parking lot or to jointly apply to close down that section of the street to accommodate Mr. Beef and the patrons and the car show participants and whatnot who would participate. So that was very positive. Last week was probably the most normal week we've had in a couple of years, given the pandemic. And then lastly, I want to just say a couple of words about the C4 event, the Cross Community Climate Collaborative. That's the agreement that we joined, the non-binding agreement we signed on to at the last meeting. They had a memorandum of understanding event at Triton College last Thursday. And that event was attended by about 9 mayors who signed on, as well as Senate President Harmon, Majority Leader Lightford, Kimberly Lightford, our state senator. Thank you. And other officials. And there's a lot of energy there. There's talk about investments in solar. There's talk about investments in EV charging stations, joint purchases and whatnot. Also, 7 generations attended, and they want to separately have sort of a Greentown festival. So there'll be other things that kind of grow out of C4 that I think Forest Park can participate in. And so on the sustainability piece, I think there'll be a lot of opportunities. And there were trustees from other towns, and there were a few residents of Forest Park who were there in their professional capacities who could add to the discussion. A few years ago, we enacted the Environmental Commission, but I don't think they've been too active lately. So maybe we want to think about reviving that. So that's really all I have for this evening. like I said, it was a great week. And at the end of a great week and a Monday night, there should be a motion to adjourn. It's been moved by Commissioner Nero. Is there a second?
I'll second.
It's been seconded by Commissioner Burns. Madam Clerk.
Commissioner Burns,
Aye.
Commissioner Maxim,
Aye.
Commissioner Nero, Commissioner Vogt,
Aye.
Mayor Hoskins.
Aye, we stand adjourned.